I feel a little weak. Hi. Go, Barbara, go!
Submit for just a
Fleeting shadow.
A touch of frost.
No one escapes my sight.
Thunder.
Let's dance.
From whence you came.
Windblade,
Swirl. A fleeting shadow.
let it rain. Prepare to be blown away. Ah! Ah!
Submit for just forth my blade.
Your verdict is decided. This world, a fleeting shadow.
Come on, we can do it.
Your
I'll
verdict
protect
is
us.
decided. Without yearning, all returns to silence.
From whence you came. Swift and merciful.
Be gone.
But how?
No escape.
All will be severed. Lightning does not bend to the will
Spirit
of
blade.
mortals.
Attack! Ah!
This world, a fleeting shadow.
No one escapes my sights. Ready, steady, go! Let the show begin.
From whence you came. A touch of frost. Ah! Swift and merciful.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Let it rain. Be gone!
Submit for judgment. One with my
Without
blade.
yearning, all returns to silence.
No one
All will
escapes
be
my
severed.
sights.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
From whence you came. Forth my blade. One with my blade.
La 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 la.
This world,
Submit for
a fleeting
judgment.
shadow.
Let it rain. Yeah.
A touch of frost.
Thunder. All will be severed.
Spirit blade.
Sever.
Attack!
Let's dance. No escape. You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma.
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing more than simply exist. It is I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed.
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford, but I have experienced it all.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for...
For me.
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, it must have been terribly lonely here, all of...
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all... You are obviously lonely. And yet, for the sake of... Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again.
I... have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory, so it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Seeing you again is a change to...
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, but with regards to eternity and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been... As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So maybe the reason Yaimiko is...
Another bad one? No, let me try again.
I win.
See attention of the Electro Archon.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? Aside piety, perhaps.
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
catching up with an old friend. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. But defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say no? As in, the little thing that looks
Yep, that's the one. You seem...
Oh,
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. I'm not the kind of person who risks...
You did... for once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
After A created her puppet vessel, as her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, thus the Gnosis became not only useless, but also... Is that not a good bargain? Exchanging it... Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is done. And I have... So, anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead, or the... What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps still, there is one other thing on this topic. Before A began modifying her own godly form...
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to... Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his...
Ugh! Not the Fatui...
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Moratz told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that...
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was... she was a gentle...
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you?
Don't worry. We aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to... I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
Lesser Lord Kusanagi? That's cute.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you? Keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than...
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition? I see. But that is... Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the stars. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass. Oh, did that all get a little heavy for you? I think you prefer me when I'm just teasing you, don't you? Are you sure? Keep it safe. There was...
Who in their...
I see. Your ambition... Perhaps the... Continue on...
See that he stays safe.
Bet you can't keep up with me! Take this! Yeah! Yeah!